Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. It's Tuesday, which means trade paperbacks and graphic novels are in bookstores. They're already been released in comic book shops, and one example is what's in my hand. This is Marvel Knights Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4, celebrating 20 years of Marvel Knights. I gotta be shocked. I'm honest. I'm shocked that Marvel Knights is 20 years old. I said in many videos, I'm pushing 40 myself. It does not feel that long. It kind of amazes me that it's been that long of time, and kind of takes me back as to where I was 20 years ago when this was all coming out. Honestly, I do not remember reading this when it first came out. I am sure I have copies up in the vault, but the story just was not familiar. There was like small aspects of it, but not a whole lot. So this collects Fantastic Four 1, 2, 3, 4, number 1 through 4, and Marvel Knights Double Shot number 2. Again, celebrating the Marvel Knights 20. It's by Grant Morrison, Jae Lee, and Jose Villarrubia. Alright, so I've said in many videos before, I'm not the biggest Grant Morrison fan. I generally think he's fairly overrated. His stuff's hit and miss, with very little in the middle, and for me it's more miss than hits. Jae Lee's art I always appreciate as well, but it doesn't always quite work for me. There's some really cool stuff, and Humans always stood out to me, and we'll kind of talk about his art here in a little bit. But the story, I have to say, I like the concept better than the execution. Basically, it's Doctor Doom taking on the Fantastic Four. Really, what else would he be doing? And his plan is to take them out one at a time. Great concept, really cool. How he goes about some of that is weird. There are some aspects to it where you're just like, why didn't he just do this to take out everyone? There is a lot of dialogue that is just outright cringeworthy. There was a couple things with especially Johnny Storm where I had to wonder, did anyone actually read this and kind of go back 20 years to remember if anyone actually spoke like this, and I don't think people actually spoke like this even then. I gotta just find it because it's really, really bad. There's a thing, he actually says, "Then you came to the wrong place, baby. I'm the fabulous Human Torch. Dig it or learn it to live without it." I don't think anyone speaks like that. Even massive douchebags don't speak like that. And I know Human Torch is supposed to be a massive douchebag at times. This even crosses a line of unbelievable dialogue. And there's a couple instances where that happens, and it takes me completely out of the story. There's also some issues with actual story itself where things just happen, like a Fantastic Car just kind of pops up. At least I think it was supposed to be a Fantastic Car, unless Sue made it. But it just, yes, I guess Sue might have made it, but it seems kind of weird that she would make a Fantastic Car with the 4 on it. Seems a little excessive with lines and stuff like that. Whatever. That kind of like pops up out of nowhere. So there's like a lot of weird small stuff. And then in the end, it just kind of feels, I don't know, it just comes together really weird. It's one, like, the concept's cool, the execution sucks. And that's just the honest truth. Like, I can't recommend this. I really can't. Like, I'm trying to struggle and find really cool stuff to say about this, or at least some positive, but, like, it's $15.99. I really don't want you to waste your money. The art's good. We'll go with the art. The art is at least good. Jae Lee's art's top notch. Like, it's not too shocking to check it out. Like, really good stuff. But it's funny also is, like, I remember Marvel Knights was supposed to be edgy and be this kind of like darker, more adult take on the characters, and this doesn't really seem all that edgy or dark or adult at all. Like, the most adult thing is that Sue wants to bang Namor, but pretty much that's in most Fantastic Four comics anyways. So I really don't see how big deal is that. Like, that's not all that adult. And, like, Reed Richards is again, kind of like a douche himself. So, that's kind of par for the course at times. So, like, it's one where I don't really see why this exists. There's nothing about this that really stands out to me as, like, anything particularly special. I mean, seeing Grant Morrison do Fantastic Four is cool, but overall, like, this is not really worth it. It's kind of a waste of his talent and a waste of other people's talents and whatever. And then there's in the back this backup story that involves Nick Fury and this bad guy kind of training to be Nick Fury. I definitely don't remember that one. The art's very different. This is by Manuel Gutierrez. Avalon's Jeremy Cox's color, and Comicraft Wes's letter. You can see some of the art right there. It's kind of got down the like cocky Nick Fury aspect to it fairly well. But then again, like you kind of get to the end of it, and it just feels like a really bad, cheesy '80s James Bond thing. We're talking like Moonraker aspect, like level of silliness, which some people love, but to me it's like Nick Fury rocks. Like give me like Stranko, Nick Fury. This is kind of comedic, crappy '80s or really even '90s Bond. It doesn't work. The whole thing doesn't work. Yeah, don't get this. Really don't. If you don't want to listen to me and get this, it's out in comic shops and bookstores now. I'm struggling. I like to try to say at least some nice things. Nice things is we got Jae Lee covers. That's nice. There we go. There's my positive. Jae Lee's art is kind of cool, and there's covers. I've said my nice things. I don't like to completely crap on stuff. I like to at least say some nice things. After that resounding review, if you want to get this, you can go get it in comic shops and bookstores. Obviously go support your comic shop first and foremost. Always go support your comic shop. They are the backbone of the industry. There's a link beneath this. It's got a link. You can put your zip code in. It'll tell you if your shop's near you. If there's no shop, you can use the affiliate links, but go support the comic book shop first and foremost. I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this review copy. I'm sure after this, we're probably never going to get anything again. Joking. They actually aren't like that. They expect some things are going to be negative. Decent companies expect things to be negative. It's a joke. Thank you for watching this rambling video. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. You can find all these news, reviews, comics, stuff like that there. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.